Good morning. It seems like every day, all the time, there is, quote, breaking news. Breaking news. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin are expected to hold talks this week as ceasefire negotiations continue between Russia and Ukraine. The two leaders are likely to discuss potential paths towards de escalating the ongoing conflict, with Trump previously signaling his willingness to mediate in an effort to bring peace to the region. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff announces that Trump is set to speak with Putin in a continued effort to end the fighting in the Russia Ukrainian war, following talks in Saudi Arabia, where Kiev has agreed to the proposal. But while Putin has expressed support for a peace deal, he is yet to accept the 30-day ceasefire agreement that U.S. officials helped broker in Saudi Arabia. Instead, Putin has given several conditions and raised several questions over the proposal. I expect that there will be a call with both presidents, and we're also continuing to engage in having conversations with Ukraine. Witkoff said during an appearance on CNN Sunday. President Trump is the ultimate decision maker. Our decision maker, and President Putin for the country of Russia is their decision maker, he added. I think the two presidents are going to have a really good, positive discussion this week. However, the specifics of what Trump and Putin discussion will remain, we don't know. Witkoff echoed that the Trump time frame of a few weeks before a ceasefire deal is accepted, saying that he's really hopeful that there will be real progress soon. He met with Putin in Moscow on Thursday and described his meeting as positive and is a solution-based discussion. The Trump special envoy brushed off concerns raised by French President Emmanuel Macron, who questioned Putin's genuine interest for peace. Witkoff, however, stood firm, stating that he trusted his own observations both on the conversations and Putin's body language. He saw a constructive effort over a long period of time to discuss the specifics of what was going on in the field, pushing back Macron's statement. Well, Macron and others have an interest, right? An interest in this continuing. So what they want to do is they want to play the devil's advocate, right? We don't think that Putin's okay. Then here's what you do. Then France, Macron, married to a dude, allegedly. Then what you do is that you prepare your country and its position in NATO to fend off a Russian attack. What these countries want to have happen is they want the United States to get into not just a proxy war, a real war, and save them from who they think their largest enemy is. That's what they want. Well, the idea is that Trump's like, no. If we can get these two dudes to stop, then everybody else can go about their business. And the idea is that France and the rest of European NATO need to be on their own for the most part to defend themselves. You too, Canada. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. Oh, hey, y'all. If you've got a minute, or 30 seconds, and you think what we're doing here is worth your time and effort and energy, and you think that we're doing the right thing, it would be fantastic if you were to help out a little bit. Just go to the fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com website and click on the donate button. Whatever. 10 cents, 5 cents, $1, $2, whatever will be very, very beneficial to make sure that we can continue to keep the website up. We can continue to find a better solution than this fake. This fake background thing. Get into something real, just to improve what things look like and how things go. We really need your help. That will be very, very helpful. So anyway, fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com. Click on the donate button. Thank you.
Everyone knows that getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions, and that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about. But what should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody. Waste we should be getting rid of even if we didn't have a deficit. Sure, some of these cuts aren't that big, but no amount of waste is acceptable. Not when it's your money. Not at a time when so many Americans are already cutting back. Just as families are living within their means, government should too. Did you know the federal government pays for a website devoted to a folk music ensemble made up of forest rangers? They're called the Fiddlin' Foresters. I'll put their music on my iPod, but I'm not paying for their website. And there are hundreds of similar sites that we should consolidate or just get rid of. By the way, you're not only paying for websites no one needs, you're paying for thousands of buildings all across the country no one uses. For the last decade, the government's owned a massive and completely empty warehouse in the middle of Brooklyn, for example. Now, the government hadn't been able to sell this building and others like it because of red tape and Washington politics that held things up for years. But we're finally cutting through all that and plan to get rid of these buildings in the months ahead. We need to step up our game. We need to go after every dime. We need to make government work for you. That's why, starting today, I've asked the Vice President to lead a renewed effort to hunt down misspent tax dollars in every agency and department of this government. We're calling it the Campaign to Cut Waste, and I know Joe's the right man to lead it, because nobody messes with Joe.
There's a new standard by which the government is going to function from this point on. The American people are entitled to transparency. Look, a lot of this depends on new, sophisticated methods, but it also, we know, depends on relentless focus on making this a priority. Focus that can't be delegated. We're holding ourselves accountable, and we're deeply committed and focused on making government function better. We're not just eliminating fraud and waste. We hope to be instilling an entire new culture that not only our administration, but every succeeding administration will in fact pursue.
All right. What Barack Obama was talking about is Doge. Plain and simple. Easy. What Barack Obama was talking about was Doge. This is not a mean thing from Trump. This is not Elon Musk trying to steal your money. This is not Elon Musk trying to get into your private data. Because if he wanted to get in your private data, the dude just sent his company anyway, just sent a rescue mission to the International Space Station to bring some astronauts home. Do you think he's not smart enough to do that without being in the public light, without getting death threats? Do you really? You think he's smart enough to do that if he was interested? Obviously, he is not. And he did start PayPal, so who knows how. So this idea that Doge is something that is completely rogue, I mean, they're using this term. People like Jasmine Crockett and they're like are using that term. They've gone rogue. Nonsensical. Absolutely foolish and nonsensical. All right, we got to get out of here, make room for somebody else. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody. And for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.